you're an entrepreneur, you open your own business.
Mhm.
Talk
Yeah.
about that. When do you open that?
So I did this right out of residency. So I was never employed out of medical school residency. So I opened the office in 2013 when I was still in fellowship. So I would see patients like on the evenings and weekends. And now I have kind of I do a lot of things. So I do concierge internal medicine. So I still practice internal medicine. I have about 250 something concierge patients. And then I do cardiology, like a normal doctor's office cardiology, what we call fee for service. You make an appointment, you come in, you see me. Then I have teaching attending at a residency program at Broward Health Medical Center across the street. So I still teach residents and I do that in medicine. I'm on call every 5th day, one of which being today. Non-financially, am the chair of the Board of Osteopathic Medicine for the state of Florida. So I run, all of the osteopathic doctors in the state we're responsible for them. So I have a lot of meetings for that every month because that's a governor appointed position. And then I help my husband with medical malpractice lawsuits.
Dr. Tiffany, how do you do it? You have a son, you have marriage. I mean, do you have a social life? Break it down. A lot of women, I have some viewers that are women that are working professionals and, they have kids, often talk about that, right? Like, how do you do it? Share your.
Well, I think first thing is you can't really have mommy guilt, right? I mean, I think it's normal for a child to see their parents working. So that was, there's sometimes where I feel bad, but I make it a point. Look, my dad, for as busy as what he was, and he had 3 jobs at one point when I was a kid, he came to everything. So any award, any soccer game, anything that was of somewhat an importance to a child, he was there. And so that's my biggest thing. It's not about the drop-offs and the pickups from school, right? It's about, I have a music recital. I got student of the month. I have a new belt in karate. I have a belt ceremony. So it's kind of being there for those major kind of milestones for a kid that it's very important, right?
Yeah.
So I make it a point to always make sure I'm there for any of that major stuff. And I'm lucky that I have my own practice, so I can kind of manipulate my schedule a bit. And I'm not blind to that. I know that not everyone can do that.
Sure.
But I am a stickler for time management. When I tell you I have my day planned down to 5-minute intervals, like it is planned to 5-minute intervals. And when I'm home at 5 o'clock, I'm done. Like it is by the book. I pre-pack my lunch. I sit, I do my lunch and I do my notes. Like you saw when we went back and forth, I'm like, can't do this week. Don't have time in my calendar. So, obviously things happen and you have to shuffle around, but for the most part, I know what time I'm going to be in my office. I know when I'm seeing my patients. I know when I'm going to have a chance to review my echoes, when I'm rounding at the hospital, how long it's going to take me to get home. I go to the gym while my son's at karate because he doesn't want me there for practice anyways. He's that age. Like, I don't want you here, mommy, go away. So he goes to karate. I go to the gym. I mean, and that's why I tell my patients, I'm like, you can find the time. It's there. You got to find it. It's in there. So for me, it's time management. I'm really good with my time management. Really good. I keep to-do list. I'll even show you there's check boxes. So, I don't wrap up my week in the office until everything on that to-do list is done. We even have them for our office for patients, who's pending what, so we don't lose track of everything. I'm a big fan of emailing myself stuff so I don't forget. So remember to call Paula Smith and I'll email it to myself. So as long as it's in my inbox, I haven't done it yet.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key, right? Like Tony Robbins talks about it quite a bit. Plan your day. I typically now I start on Sunday to plan my week a week ahead.
Oh, I look at my office calendar Sunday nights. I start getting Sunday scaries on Sunday nights.
Let's get into